You low-life piece of garbage, forever rot in your hell. Oh, that's lovely. This is what you get. There's compassion, respect, love, spirituality. This is what it's all about, Sadhguru. Look at what your followers are doing. Hey, it's David Rams here, back with another video. I made a video about Sadhguru, calling him out and exposing him for his nonsense. His fans came after me with some vicious comments. Sadhguru got my video taken down and I fought against it, and now the video's back online, which is awesome. His fans and his followers have come after me with some nasty comments, ranging all the way from like xenophobic, borderline racist, all the way over to just completely nonsensical. So we're gonna take a look at some of these. We're gonna debunk the ones we can debunk. We're gonna laugh at the ones that are funny. Let's jump into these comments, but before we do, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any more videos in the future. Let's jump in with the first comment. You're an ass. Self-centered moron. I'm definitely a bit of an ass, I'll give you that. Self-centered moron, I'm not so sure about that. I think I'll give you moron, but I don't think I'm that self-centered. I mean, I don't know, it's debatable. Dude, you are so dumb. Your analysis is shit. He is not demeaning the girl, you idiot. Well, that's convinced me, and I guess it convinced you too. There he is. I mean, debunked. I've been completely debunked with this one. One more whining, ignorant foreigner. The ugly head of xenophobia popping up. Nationalism, ugly things that pop up. They've popped up a few times in these comments. It's quite sad to see, to be honest with you. If you're Indian, you can get away with that. You can't do that if you're a European, obviously. You can't say that if you're European, but if you're Indian, it's okay. Yes, this is a stressful video. It's so disappointing and frustrating to see someone with so little knowledge about India and spirituality commenting on it. It is so saddening to even know this level of ignorance exists. Please get yourself educated before you make anything in the future. Just because you don't get it, that doesn't mean it is wrong, and just because you are offended, that doesn't mean you are right. Hope you'll soon recover from your madness. Get well soon. This is not a completely horrible comment, and apart from that, recover from your madness, I'm not mad. I was a little bit pissed off with Sadhguru and what he was saying, and I was upset about what he was saying to that girl, how he was treating that girl. That you saw that did trigger me, because when men are treating women badly, it triggers me, as it should, and it should trigger you as well. My criticisms of Sadhguru didn't come from nowhere. I've also met Indians who criticized Sadhguru. I've met loads of Indians since posting this video who have supported me and said, yes, you're on the right track. I've looked into this. I did my research before making this video. I watched tons of Sadhguru videos. I know who he is. I know what he's about. I know that he's full of shit. Time's up. Dear vegan darling from the West, you are reading his body language, his language as reason for his following, and so much while claiming not being an expert. The only thing you are expert in is thinking, I am the representative of all the best things in this world. I am from the best race, I am from the best country, I am best practitioner of veganism, I am the best everything. You'll need to grow up, buddy. West needs to slow down. You cannot visit India for a month or two and decide what's good for us. Vegetarianism is not some trend or fad in India, it is ingrained in culture since ages. Also, veganism is food fascism as long as I am concerned. There is a lot to look into here. There is a lot to comment on. I don't think I'm the best race. That's white supremacy. I'm not a white supremacist. I don't think I'm from the best country. I'm from England. I'm not pro-colonialism. I don't think my country is the best, and I'm nationalist, and I'm not a nationalist at all. So just to clarify that one with you, I'm not the best practitioner of veganism. There is no best or worst. Veganism is a moral stance. Like, you either are or you aren't vegan. It's not like good or bad vegan. It doesn't really exist. I'm not the best at everything. I'm really not. About veganism, vegetarianism, food fascism, it's nonsense. It's complete nonsense. Veganism's not food fascism. When I say go vegan, I'm trying to encourage people to reject animal cruelty. I don't care if you call yourself a vegan or not. I don't really care what you eat, as long as what you eat doesn't have victims, like non-human victims. It's like, don't victimize innocent, defenseless animals for your food. And you could call yourself anything. I don't really give a shit. Like, that's all my message is, really. It's really simple. Dumb reaction. Why are you Westerners are so dumb to understand sarcasm? There we go again with a little bit more of that xenophobia, that nationalism, which is, as I said, it rears its ugly head a few times in these comments. It's pretty sick. Why are we Westerners so dumb to understand sarcasm? I mean, if you said that about any other group, like, why are Indians so dumb to understand sarcasm? Why are Indonesians so dumb to understand sarcasm? You would get absolutely destroyed. You would be cancelled. So you'd be labeled a racist and all these different things. But as I said, it seems to be that, if you're Indian, you can get away with this. I don't think you can get away with this. I think this is a really silly comment. And for the record, the British invented sarcasm, so I'm just gonna put that out there. You are watching only a few minutes clips and making your conclusion, nonsense boy. You go and watch his other stuff clearly, then only you will understand. Do you think we are fool don't understand anything. You are just a useless creature on this planet who does not know how to use his brain. This is a Sadhguru follower, like a Sadhguru supporter, someone who apparently Sadhguru is inspiring to comment on my video, you know, and he's calling me nonsense boy, useless creature on this planet. Yeah, all right, yeah, that's I'm the one that's the, you know, that unenlightened, horrible person, not these enlightened followers of Sadhguru. These guys and girls are all beautiful, amazing, in touch with their compassion people, thanks to the brilliant work of Sadhguru, right? You're a bunch of vegans and murderous, torturous beings than anyone. Murdering plants and vegetables for your petty life. Plants also have life and energy. Otherwise, why would they grow? Just leave them alone. Don't eat, please. I'm gonna guess that's a big dose of sarcasm there, but plants don't have a central nervous system. They're not capable of feeling pain or emotions or having families and all these different things that animals can have. Animals have emotions, sentience, consciousness, etc. And if you really do care about plants that much, you really, really believe that plants, you know, they have pain and all these things. It's not scientific, but if you believe it, that's fine. The other animals, the other non-human animals, eat way more plants than you ever could eat. So stop paying people to breed those animals, and you'll save plants if you eat plants directly. There you go. It's logic. Critique your own video. If you judge yourself like you do others, your channel might succeed. I already responded to this one, as you can see. I'll do a reaction video to my reaction video. It's a great idea. And you know what? Yeah, maybe I'll do that one day. I'll go through my own videos and I'll react to all my own videos. I'll judge myself the same way I judge animal abusers. We'll see how far that goes. Lol, try getting less offended. Veganism really has become a cult. He is known for his wits, you ignorant fool. Well, you're not known for your fucking wit, are you? Ignorant fool. Try researching first. The way you pointed out the beef export showed such an idiot you are, or trying to spread a propaganda. India's beef export contained of mostly buffaloes and not cows, you manipulating vegan. Oh yeah, because there's a big difference between cows and buffaloes, huh? That makes such a big difference there. Like, that's so disgusting, isn't it? That's so speciesist that these people are like, oh yeah, it's just buffaloes. You know, we don't do that to cows. But you do that to cows. India is a massive exporter of cow leather and cow beef, as well as buffalo leather and buffalo beef. You can watch this video, it's up there now, you can click it. It's an expose on what happens to cows in India. Firstly, why the fuck is this guy in India talking about milk and about Sadhguru? You should go back to the UK where people are killing cows, chickens, you name it. And then when the UK is changed, come to India. What a joker. Trying to change the culture of a billion Indians, something which has been going on for thousands of years. You're killing cows and chickens in India. Are you crazy? Like, okay, maybe the cows, I forgive you if you don't know that cows are being killed in India, but chickens? Oh my God, are you blind? Chickens are being slaughtered on the streets in India, all over. And I'm not saying that doesn't happen in the West. It does happen in the West, but in the West it's hidden. That's why people don't really see it. In India, it's not hidden. So how can you not know that chickens are being slaughtered in India? It is everywhere, literally. But yeah, this all go back to the UK thing. Again, it's another example of xenophobia, nationalism, nonsense. There's nothing wrong with someone from one country going to another country and trying to help activists in that country. Like, activists all over the world need support. If I could take every single activist from the UK and all of us go over to India to support the Indian activism community for a couple of months, I would absolutely do that. And the Indian activists wouldn't say no to that because they're in it for the animals. We're in it for the animals, and the more support we get, the more people we get, the better. It's not a case of like, you're from here so you can't help us. It's a case of we are not from anywhere. We're a community of people that care about animals and respect animals, so that community should help each other whenever we can. You're just misinterpreting every word he speaks and claiming your conclusions to be true without understanding the reality of the situation. It has been recently decoded that plants, when cut, they send signals which signifies that they are crying out for help. Oh God. Plants suffer too to feed human beings, so would you stop eating? Dairy product consumption is the reason breeding is done in the first place, and it won't be possible to stop that. And how many sanctuaries are you going to build? And who's going to do that? He's talking about the least damage we could do as being human. Yes, he sounds rude, but that's his way of saying things. Like yours is to curse a lot. Please check what you're projecting to be true without completely understanding. Whew, that was a long one, and there's a lot to take apart again. So, plants don't cry out for help. That's absolute nonsense. It's been proven to be nonsense. I've read an entire book on this. It's called What a Plant Knows, and it debunks all these silly things that people were saying they can cry out and things like that. They do not feel pain. They don't have consciousness. They don't have the things, sentience, the things that constitute for pain. But again, if you are somebody who wants to defend the plants, stop eating animals, because animals eat more plants than you could ever eat. So stop paying for people to breed animals to have milk and dairy products and eggs and meat and all these things, because the animals that are eating those plants eat about, I don't know, 10 times more than you could every day. So that's, if you're a plant rights activist, that's what you got to do. He sounds rude and I sound rude, but I'm not claiming to be a spiritual guru who has all compassion, wonderful respect for humans, and I'm all about this. That's not my life. You get what you get with me. Like, what you see is what you get. What is on the tin is in the tin. I am who I am. He's pretending to be something he's not. That's why he needs to be exposed. Any Indian listening to him will relate to to him. This is exactly why Westerners are considered foolish. Dairy in India is staple. We don't inject cows with hormones. Again, with the xenophobia, nationalism, and keep calling it out. It's bullshit. Stop doing it. It doesn't help you, and it's disgusting. But let's talk about what he says. Dairy in India is staple. We don't inject cows with hormones. Yes, you do. We've seen it. I've literally seen an Indian dairy farmer take a needle and inject a cow with hormones and antibiotics. We've seen it. There is footage of it. People have captured this, and it's in the documentary that I showed you earlier. Wow, that's why it is said common sense is not so common. The real shit is your dumb little brain. Get it checked, man. Like, wow, such a clear and straightforward video, and what this guy has made out of it is unbelievable. Didn't know such dumb people are also running reaction channels, lol. Without even knowing a single thing about how the meat industry is working here, what's the ground reality here? You're speaking all the bullshit. Everything that Sadhguru said in this video is 100% correct. First, go and get some brain to understand it. And the million people you are saying about, don't worry about them, mate. They are much smarter and much more educated people than you'll ever be. They know exactly what's wrong and what's right, and they understand things in a much better way than you can ever think of. So chill and please get some common sense. It will help you understand things a little better. Literally the shittiest reaction video I have ever seen. Whew, I just take a few big breaths there because there's literally no commas in any of that. So lots to take apart. Again, lots of insults. I've got a dumb little brain apparently. I am a dumb person. I am a dumb person making a reaction channel. What else is there? There's the shittiest reaction video. These people are much more educated than me. I need to get a brain to understand this. It's just lots of nothing, isn't it? It's just lots of nothing. And it's like a lot of these comments, there's lots of this nonsense where it's just like, you're stupid, you don't understand. Make a point then. Make a point. Where's the point here? It's just all emotion. It's just all, I feel. Well, it doesn't matter how you feel. What have I said that is incorrect? On the ground in India, there's that point that I don't know the reality on the ground. I've just spent the last 8 to 12 months or so in India on the ground, visiting slaughterhouses and dairy farms, and I've seen them all over the country, north to south. No one has the level of brain to understand the fact that whatever Sadhguru said is the real face of our society. By the way, hamburgers are popular amongst you guys, not Hindus. Fool, sorry bro, but you deserve this name as well. At least they apologized for calling me a fool, but there is a little bit more of that xenophobia again, a little bit of you guys. It's just, what do you mean you guys? Like white people, European people, what do you actually mean? If you're talking about me, do I like hamburgers? No, I don't eat hamburgers, I'm a vegan. I don't eat any of these animal products because I don't believe that they deserve that to happen to them. I respect these animals. So if you're talking about you guys as in me, and people like me, vegans, no, we don't eat hamburgers. Whatever Sadhguru said is the real face of our society sounds a lot like you're just kind of worshipping this guy and like whatever he says, whatever Sadhguru says is right. You need to really wake up and realize that is not true. What did I expect from an idiot called David Rams? Hey, whatever floats your tiny boat, such a pitiful piece of trash. What a lovely comment. A lovely comment from a Sadhguru supporter. Sick burn, as I put that. I don't have much to say about that. It's just like a very typically angry Sadhguru supporter. And there are loads of them. I've left some out, but there are more that are like that. A load more like that. Oh, and the same guy follows up with, he's done some questionable stuff. Like, ha 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 ha, you fucking low-life piece of garbage, forever rot in your hell. Oh, lovely. This is what you get. There's compassion, respect, love, spirituality. This is what it's all about, Sadhguru. Look at what your followers are doing. What is wrong with milking a cow? Ever heard of the Venus flytrap or a pitcher plant? They eat meat, you stupid vegan. Oh yeah, I mean, what is wrong with killing babies? Lions kill their own babies, right? What is wrong with killing babies? Like, I can kill babies too, right? Fucking melon? No, of course not. We can't base what we do on other animals. That's not how it works. That's not how the world works. Otherwise, you could do literally anything. Other animals rip each other's limbs off. Chimpanzees, gorillas literally beat each other, rip their limbs off and stuff. Does that mean you can go and do that to other beings, other animals? No, don't be so silly. All these negative comments about this man. Has anyone ever looked in the mirror? Everyone is the most loving, kind person that has never done or said anything wrong. Humanity sucks. Hey, I agree with you on the last point, humanity does suck. Negative comments coming for this man are because this man claims to be like a fountain of compassion, love, and knowledge, yet he is being horrible to someone in his video, and he's telling people to abuse animals. That's why we have negative comments about him, because he's claiming to be something he's not. And here's a list of them, a nice list of comments for you. You are just an idiot who can never understand what he meant because your mind are full of shit. Yeah, good one, okay. Fuck you. That's a little bit more clear. I'm used to that one. So don't say anything, you idiot. You're not gonna silence me with that one. Good try though. I'm gonna keep talking though. We treat cows as our mother, that's why we drink her milk and try to protect her, that's it, and yeah, you are full of shit. If you treated a cow as your mother, I feel sorry for your mother. Do you artificially inseminate your mother? Do you tie your mother up? Do you take your mother's babies away from her? Do you breed your mother, like, against her will? Do you force a man to come in and have sex with your mother so you can take her milk from her? Because all of this happens to cows, so if you treat your mum the same way you treat cows, I mean, I don't know what to say, man. I mean, that's pretty disgusting. Oh, look. Another white savior telling what is right or wrong. Oh shit, he's got some good points here. Oh, you're white. You're white, so that's why you're wrong. Like, get fucked. It's so dumb. Like, drop this nonsense. You attack my points and attack my conclusions with fact, with logic from your side, and just leave my skin color at the door. If you can't defend yourself without calling me white something, then it means you don't have a point. David, you're emotional. Well, yeah, as I reacted here, as I told them here, it's a reaction video. It wouldn't be a reaction video if I had no emotion. How boring would that be? You seriously need to start having milk. No, I don't. I stopped breastfeeding as a child, and you should stop breastfeeding too. Especially you should stop breastfeeding from animals that are not your mother. Facts don't care about your feelings. Sadhguru is best. That is true, and I responded, facts don't care about your feelings, so I've given all the facts to you, and look at, this is how you feel. You feel bad, but the facts are the facts. No one's made a good point so far. There's not been any good coherent points in these comments. It's all just nonsense emotions, and people upset with what I've said. Provide something to convince me that I'm wrong. That's just a little snapshot into the kind of comments I've been getting, and that's not all the comments. Some of them have been nice, constructive, supportive. Some have disagreed with me in a good way, a civilized way, and we've had some little discussions. But there's been a load more of these. Like, there are even more than that in there, and I'm sure there's going to be more. And I'm doing this to expose Sadhguru even more, because if Sadhguru was a top guru, real, true, spiritual, compassionate guru, his followers would not do this, because he would have taught them the correct lessons and they would have listened. If you go to my Eckhart Tolle video, you'll see that the Eckhart Tolle supporters are far less aggressive, far less mean. They're not saying anything really that hateful. Eckhart Tolle is also a really famous guru, so that says to me that he is more effective in reaching people and that his messages aren't convincing people to be toxic like this. Whereas Sadhguru, go and look at Sadhguru's videos. There are loads of his videos where he is treating people like shit and talking down on people, making fun of people, mocking people. Is it any surprise that his followers do the same thing? What kind of guru acts like this? There's going to be more videos about Sadhguru coming. My good friend Seb Alex is making some. I'm going to make a few more as well. This is far from over. We're going to ensure that we thoroughly do this, and all other spiritual gurus and thought leaders who are acting in these ways, and especially acting in these ways towards the animals, they're going to get called out by me. I'm going to expose them. We're going to criticize. We're going to keep doing this because it needs to be done, and we're not going to be silenced. You can try and take my videos down again. It's all right. I will counterclaim. I will get my video back online. I am not going anywhere. Don't forget to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell before you leave. If you enjoyed this video, you won't miss any more videos in the future if you do that. Drop me a comment, let me know what you think about these comments, which one was your favorite, or which one was the most funny to you, or were any of these, did you find any of these really offensive? Let me know what your thoughts and feelings are. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.